Lizzie. My daddy quickly pulled a robe around himself and stood tall. He looked like a god, about to pay retribution to lesser servants. He spared a brief glance at the books all over the ground. My heart clenched in shame. What the fork was my mom looking for? And yes, what is wrong with it? What is your problem? Is she not an adult? He raved. She tried to interrupt him. Shut up, Sophie, I am tired of all your sanctimonious bullshit. Lizzie is not a baby, or even under 18. She can choose to read whatever literature she will, he panted. I've never seen my father that angry. Quit embarrassing her this way. Stop it, Max said. You've been ruling her life. I didn't want to interfere, but this is the limit. For both Lizzie and I. He took a deep breath, then exhaled. His voice turned a tad lower. I'm tired of all this, Sophie. I've given up on you, but you're just too blind to realize it. You've become so narrow-minded and bitter I can't cope anymore. He sighed. I'm not glad you came in. You interrupted one of the hottest sex of my life, and me too, I thought to myself. But this is the perfect timing. Meet Clara. He gestured to the bed and the woman spread wide on it. She didn't even flinch in shame or anything. She merely smiled. My eyes were glued to the sheen of sweet coating of her beautiful light brown skin and her gorgeous melon-shaped bosom. They looked magnificent. She looks magnificent. This is my fiancé. We're waiting for you to sign the divorce papers. I now know you haven't read if the shock on your face is any indication. He gazed at Clara with the most loving expression ever. I wished somebody will gaze at me with that expression of absolute adoration. I looked at Clara too and saw the reflecting answer in her eyes. This two loved each other. My mom snapped out of her shocked daze and began spewing vitriolic words at the both of them. She called Clara a husband-snatching love peddler and a slut. She raved and ranted, while I stood off in the corner, staring at the restraints holding her body firmly to the bed, her clit pretty, trimmed-looking pink and delicious. I shivered. Sophie. So much anger in my system right now. What a bastard, he forked me over for a woman looking 10 years younger than me. I shook in angst while I stared at her spread on the bed, comfortable with the restraints. I glanced at the huge diamond rock sitting confidently on her finger and winking at me mockingly. I felt another wave of anger slam into me. No problem. I screamed. You're all sick. Insane, perverted. Sick people. Who ties up someone for their pleasure? And what kind of slut allows nonsense like that? I stared at them, baffled. I rushed out of the room as a rush of unwanted tears rushed to my eyes. I can't let them see my weakness. I cannot allow them into the deepest depths of my soul. I raced through the courtyard. It's funny how some few minutes ago, I was passing with so much righteous indignation. Now, I'm completely broken. Watch out for the next episode. Please subscribe.